Hi everyone, welcome back to Sunday Leeds Champions League. Chris here, aka Big Will, and today not only is it my birthday, but we have a last game of the season opportunity to win the title. We are a point behind Chelsea, we have superior goal difference. Chelsea are away at Anfield and we are at home to West Ham. Our last two games have been a bit of a struggle away against Norwich and Brighton. 2-1 wins for both games, though, has seen us take it down to the final day. Spurs beat Chelsea by a goal to nil, and now Chelsea have to try and get a result away at Anfield. It's a must-win game for Chelsea. If they don't win, and we do, we will win the Premier League. And it would be one of the greatest turnarounds toward the last game of the season in one of the greatest in history, in my opinion, to be honest, considering how far back we were. Player fitness and such is still absolutely shot. We are really, really running out of energy at the moment. One game to go. Can we find a way to get it done? We've rested the players from training and everything. I'm hoping it won't come back to bite us. West Ham with one win in their last 5 games, and incidentally, I think that win was actually in their last match. Um, they are safe. Obviously, we've got a lot to play for today. Haaland has been outstanding recently as well. Fitness-wise, because we've rested some of the players, we're not looking too bad. It keeps wanting me to put Cherky in central midfield. I don't want him in there, to be honest. Larson is definitely starting in there. And then at centre-back, Patrinoyu's still not fully fit, but it keeps insisting on trying to put him in there, and I've got no idea why. Um, Gueye can start, to be quite honest, at right back, and Mark Gueye. I don't know if it's Gueye and Gueye or Gueye and Gueye. I've lost interest, to be honest. We've got Mark Gueye at centre back, and then the right back, Suleiman Gueye, playing in there as well. We've got a fully fit starting 11 there now. Fingers crossed we can get it over the line. It would be a massive clutch victory for us to win the title from this particular situation we found ourselves in. Obviously, with the games in hand and everything as well, it has been very, very difficult. Haaland, incidentally, is up to 50 goals all in all this season. He has had a phenomenal campaign in the end after a very slow start. All to play for. Basically, we've got to win. We'll keep an eye on the Liverpool-Chelsea game, of course, but we have to win our match in order to have at least a chance of winning this title. The fact that we've taken it down to the last day in itself is remarkable. Fingers crossed we can get the job done. It's going to be a massive test for the lads. City, realistic in terms of real life, we never make it easy for ourselves, to be honest. Um, so yeah, we've not hit top spot all season. What a time it would be to do it if we could do it on the final day. But it also, I mean, it all comes down basically to not only us winning here, but it comes down to what happens at Anfield. Liverpool have to do us a favour today for us to win the title. And annoyingly, it's a little bit further down on the list of fixtures. It's just above ours. So we'll try and keep an eye on it. Chelsea have taken the lead already at Anfield in the opening 10 minutes. That's a very early blow from our perspective. Obviously, it's 2-0. Well, that's already put everything put everything down for us, hasn't it? To be honest, um, yeah, enthusiasm is gone just 15 minutes into the match, and I mean we've done well to take it to the final day, but yeah, I'm not best pleased. Larson hitting the woodwork there as West Ham get it clear. I know it's not completely done and dusted, but I'm not holding out much hope, to be honest. Chelsea 2-0 up away from home. Granted, it is at Anfield, and we know Liverpool have got a good team as well, but uh, yeah, we're only 20 minutes into the fixtures on the final day, and Chelsea 2-0 up, title race over before it's even been given a chance to get close here on the final day. Um, I was hoping it'd at least come down to the wire a little bit more, but it is what it is. Flores with a delivery to that far post is easily cleared, We're not getting out to them though, and Oscar Bob picks it up now, plays it into Dickinson, and now Musakitis, and they just knock it all the way back to their defender, and they try and build, but we do manage to get it away. And the highlight is continuing though. Savinho finds Barcola coming down that left-hand side. He's got support arriving in the penalty area. He finds Haaland. It's a good deflection, good block, should I say, from the defender, and it remains 0-0. But with the other game at 2-0, I think, to be honest, our chances are pretty much gone already, which is really unfortunate, to be honest. I think, obviously, Chelsea do deserve to win the title. They've been up there all season. They won it last year as well, as Savinho tries to get past Escudinha there and fails quite miserably, to be honest. He didn't really look at it at all. And we didn't even challenge that. And Atundi's found a Bue who couldn't keep it in. And again, just remaining 0-0 at the minute. But the fact that Chelsea have got 2 early goals at Anfield, it's just killed the whole vibe of this final day today. And yeah, I hope we can still win the game. I mean, you never know. There's still an hour left. Liverpool might come back and get a draw. That would be enough as long as we win today. But at the minute, we've not really had much luck in front of goal either. But that's a good ball over the top, and Haaland's managed to get in behind, find support on the edge of the area with Savinho, and there's Larsson, and it's a really good hit from Henrik Larsson. Blimey, that's going back to the early 2000s, isn't it? Hugo Larsson, should I say? Half an hour in, Savinho with the assist. Haaland did really well, to be fair. Held it up really nicely and managed to make the turn. Laid it back to Savinho. Look at the space on the edge of the penalty area, and Hugo Larsson with a lovely strike into that bottom corner. We're doing what we need to do, but realistically, we needed a big favour anyway. The fact that they lost to Spurs was a big favour in itself. But yeah, Liverpool not giving us any assistance whatsoever, as it would seem. Caldwell with a good claim there from the free kick as he launches it forward very early, and Papageorgiou picks it up and lays it across to Gueye. And now Sosa into Larsson, over the top for Haaland, hits it on the volley. It's a great save from Caldwell to touch it onto the crossbar, and it remains 1-0. But that's the second time again that we've hit the woodwork. And yeah, I mean, you can tell by the match stats, we're completely dominant here. We just need Liverpool to give us a slight ray of hope, but it's not looking likely at the moment at 2-0 down at Anfield. Gvardiol with the throw-in, launches it toward Barcola. Dickinson manages to head clear. Hugo Larsson picks it up and plays it forward to Gvardiol. Back to Larsson again. And now Sosa. Papageorgiou. He's ended up tripping Oscar Bob there. But I think it's just going to be one of those really weird highlights to half-time now. There's a minute to go until that. We're just entering added time. And it remains 1-0. I'm disappointed, really, because obviously it had been nice to win the title, as it always would be. As a manager, it's a very coveted honour, but I've still not won anything since our days at Curzon. And the Europa League was very disappointing as well. But again, the players just ended up completely shattered, and we had no help whatsoever with the rearranging of the fixtures. So, yes, it's probably played a little part, but at the same time, we've just not got the job done. So there is a lot of work to do in the summer. And at half-time, we're going at 1-0. The fans are probably quite excited still, but I'm looking at the Liverpool-Chelsea game. I don't know if it loads up any information. It probably doesn't. And it's 2-0 to Chelsea. We stay ahead of Spurs. They're currently winning, it would appear as well. They're winning 1-0 at home to Southampton. So, yeah, we've just got to hope that in the second half, Liverpool wake up and put Chelsea under a little bit of pressure. But at the minute, it's looking very, very unlikely. I mean, West Ham haven't even had a shot at goal today. 8 shots on target from ourselves with out of 16 attempts so far. And we've only got the 1 goal to show for it. Gueye into Larsson, back to Savinho. He's got support ahead of him if he can find it. Cuts it back to Sosa. And now Gueye into Savinho. Chance to get it into the penalty area. Makes the turn, finds Sosa, and the shot goes just wide. But again, we've been very dominant today. We've just not quite managed to get over the line because of Chelsea. Obviously, the 4-2 defeat against them in the league, it pretty much sorted it, in my opinion. We were we were relying on a lot of luck for Chelsea to drop it from there. The defeat to Spurs has given us an extra glimmer, but yeah, Liverpool, by the looks of things, aren't getting close to it at all. Um, so it is what it is. Gvardiol down the left-hand side for Barcola. Chance to get forward. Dixon just trips him up there. And we do have a free kick in quite a dangerous area, but nothing again coming from it. Again, we've absolutely battered them today. It's 3-0 to Chelsea. Any slight glimmer of hope that we may have had has now gone. So yeah, obviously we've got a lot of work to do going into next season. Realistically, we've got a lot of older players here. I think we need a little bit more strength in our depth as well, especially with the build-up of fixtures we had at the end of the season. It just completely destroyed us, to be honest. And we need to get some younger players into the squad as well to replace some of the older heads there as well. Hugo Larsson picks it up, fires it just over the bar there. Midfield wise, I don't think we're too bad. Obviously, with Papa Georgiou and Sosa coming into the team, they've done really, really well. I think I'm going to have to cut ties a little bit. Obviously, being a City fan, it is quite difficult, but I'm looking at the likes of Foden. They're just not going to cut it anymore. Mark Guay in at centre back, he's probably going to have to leave at the end of the season. Gvardiol, still a top class defender, he could stay another year. But we have got some good talents coming through already. But I think we do need one or two top talents to be brought in. Financially, we've got a good transfer budget. 180 million has been provided to us as well. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Here is Gueye picking it up on receipt from the corner on the far side. Hidari into Larsson, Sosa, and yeah, we're just knocking it about. A disappointing end, really. I was hoping it'd be a little bit closer. A 1-0 win is a good result for us, but I mean, it could have been 4 or 5 easily, to be honest. But unfortunately, we do fall short by a point on the final day, and it is what it is. But encouraging signs, I would say. I think the start of the season is what's cost us, especially away from home. If it wasn't for those results at the start of the campaign, we'd have probably done a bit better. But when you look into it overall, we've had some silly, silly results along the way. And we need to be a little bit more clinical against these teams in and around us. I know Chelsea beat us 4-2 away. They were the league winners, so naturally it was a tough game. We did win at home against them, which was fine. But when you look at the league table overall, and you look at the 6 games that we lost, they were all away from home at the start of the season. Newcastle, Liverpool, United, and Chelsea. We lost to all of them away. And the other ones were Bournemouth and West Ham, incidentally. The 7 draws as well. Leeds, Stoke, Wolves, Southampton. They're games that we've got to be doing better in. Arsenal, Spurs, United, yep, fair enough. So there is room for improvement. We've shown some good signs throughout the season, but it could be a very busy transfer window. I think when we look at the squad overall, obviously the youngsters that we had to bring in just to fill the void, they've done well when they've come into the team, to be fair. Bagchi, of course, he might end up leaving at the start of next season. He's a good defender, but realistically, he wanted to leave a month after we bought him because he wasn't starting any games, which I think is ridiculous. We need a new goalkeeper. I think Donnarumma is still a great keeper. I mean, look at him. He is definitely still a great goalkeeper, but we definitely need a new one to come in behind him. Luca Brumans is an adequate backup, but again, we still need a better keeper ahead of him. In defence, we've got Patrinoyu. Jensen Richards isn't ready yet. Haydari we've got as well. He's only 24. I think he's a fantastic defender as well. Gvardiol's probably got another year in him. Mark Gueye, it's likely we'll sell him. He's still got really good attributes and such as well, but he's 34 years of age now, and I think it is time for him to leave as well. In the midfield, I mean, Larsson's 30 years of age. We got Barcola at 32. He's had a good season, to be honest. 17 goals and 7 assists in all competitions. Cherky, 31, only 6 goals, but 15 assists, so a bit of a switch around from Barcola. Savinho, great season from him at 31 years of age, 35 goal contributions. Haaland, I mean, he's 34, but I mean, I can't knock him. 50 goals in all competitions, 50 goals in 50 games, including substitute appearances, and 7 assists on top of that as well. Foden, just a golden assist, didn't really feature. And with the money he's on, I think it's time for him to leave the club. I think it's the right time to try and sell him, to be honest, in the last year of his contract. So, yeah, there's going to be some tough decisions to be made. I think defense wise, we need another body, maybe two, especially if Mark Guay does leave the club. We've got O'Reilly and Gavardio that can play left back. Papa George, who largely has played in midfield this year. We've got Guay, who started most games at right back. Patranoyu and Haydari, the central defensive pairing, decent young players there. Bagchi, if he does leave, then it'd be a shame. But of course, he's an adequate third choice as well. Um, so yeah, we've got some tough decisions to make, and it could be a very busy summer ahead. Um, but I am optimistic. I think we've shown some really good signs throughout the season, but we've just not quite been able to get over the line. Hopefully, the board see the progress of the club. They finished sixth last year. We finished second this year, only by a point, like I say. Um, so it'll be a case of seeing what we can do next season. Obviously, the transfer window will be a busy one. There's a couple of big signings that we could make. I think midfield definitely need one or two at least, just to give us a little bit of extra cover. And then depending on who else leaves, it'll be a case of out wide and maybe bringing in. I would have said about bringing in another striker, but of course we do have Vargas in there as well. But we'll see what happens. It's going to be busy, I think, and transfer special to come next week. So until next time, guys, thank you very much for your support. Please like, subscribe to the channel. It's all greatly appreciated. I will see you all next time. This is Big Will, signing away.